Have you ever caught yourself slowing down just a little more than you used to? Maybe it's the way your knees feel when you get out of bed in the morning, or how your steps feel heavier when you're walking to the kitchen. It's not about age catching up with you. It's about your body trying to send you a gentle message: keep me moving. Now, here's something that might surprise you. People over 70 who walk just the right amount each day don't just feel better. They actually live longer. We're not talking about running marathons or hiking up mountains. This is about simple, steady movement that fits into your day naturally and keeps your body and your mind younger for years to come. I end this video, we're going to talk about how much walking is just enough to unlock those longevity benefits, and more importantly, the secrets that make it work. These aren't just facts. They're practical little shifts you can make, starting today, to feel more vibrant, more mobile, and more in control of your health. We'll also explore what makes walking so special after 70, and how to avoid the common mistake many seniors make when trying to stay active. So let's start with the first longevity secret: walking regularly, but not too much. Yes, that's right. It's not about walking more. It's about walking smart. Studies have shown that walking around 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day is the sweet spot for seniors. That's roughly 2.5 to 4 miles, or about 60 to 90 minutes of walking spaced throughout your day. You don't have to do it all at once. In fact, breaking it up into short, manageable walks, maybe 15 minutes after each meal, can be even more beneficial. Here's why this range works so well. Your joints are getting movement, but not overuse. Your heart rate is rising gently, encouraging circulation and boosting cardiovascular health without putting strain on your system. And your muscles, especially those in your legs and core, are staying strong, something that becomes absolutely essential as we age. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s regain confidence in their movement just by walking a little more each day. One woman told me she started by walking to her mailbox and back twice a day. After a few weeks, she added a loop around her block, and then a stroll to the park. What changed wasn't just her physical strength. It was her mood, her energy, her outlook. That's what walking can do. It's not just a form of exercise. It's a daily reminder that your body still works, still moves, still carries you forward. Now, the second secret has to do with how you walk. It's not just about putting one foot in front of the other. It's about being present while you do it. Walking with intention, not just pacing in circles or shuffling through a hallway, but walking upright with good posture at a pace that challenges you just a little. Think of it as mindful walking. Lift your chest, swing your arms gently, and engage your core. You'll not only burn more calories, but you'll improve your balance and coordination. Two things that matter a lot when you're trying to prevent falls. You see, as we get older, balance can become one of the first things to slip away if we don't pay attention to it. But walking helps train your body to stay grounded. Your feet are constantly adjusting. Your muscles are firing in little ways to keep you upright. That's why people who walk daily tend to have better posture and more stability than those who don't. And here's a little bonus tip. Try walking on different surfaces. Grass, gravel, even slightly uneven sidewalks help your body adapt and keep your muscles engaged. Just be sure you're wearing proper shoes. Nothing slippery or too flat. Supportive shoes with a good grip make all the difference, and they keep your ankles and knees happier in the long run. A friend of mine, Bill, told me he started doing this without realizing it. He'd walk his dog every morning and take a different path through the park each day. One day it was the paved sidewalk, the next it was the mulch trail, then the little hill behind the playground. He said it made him feel younger, stronger, more alive. That's the kind of walking we're talking about: simple, flexible, and filled with life. And let's not forget the mental side of things. Walking isn't just about physical health. It's one of the most powerful things you can do for your brain. It clears your thoughts, reduces stress, and lifts your mood. Some people call it moving meditation, and that's exactly how it feels. If you've ever had a moment on a quiet walk where a problem suddenly seemed smaller or a memory came flooding back, you know what I mean? Your brain loves movement. In fact, when you walk, your brain receives more oxygen and blood flow, helping it stay sharp. It even encourages the growth of new brain cells, which becomes especially important as we age. That's why so many seniors who walk daily report better memory, clearer thinking, and fewer foggy days. So, when you think about walking after 70, don't think of it as just another thing on your to-do list. Think of it as a gift to yourself, a way to honor your body, nourish your mind, and build a healthier future, one step at a time. Now that we've talked about how much to walk and how to walk in a way that truly supports your body and mind, let's move on to another secret that takes these benefits even further. Another powerful secret that often gets overlooked is the importance of walking with purpose. And no, I don't mean you have to have a grand mission every time you lace up your shoes. It's about giving your walks a small, meaningful goal. Something to look forward to. Something that lights a little spark inside you. Maybe it's walking to meet a neighbor for a chat, heading to the farmer's market to pick up fresh produce, or even just strolling to your favorite bench at the park to sit and watch the world go by. When you give your walks a reason beyond just getting exercise, they become something you genuinely enjoy, something you naturally want to keep doing. That's the magic. Walking stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like a daily gift. And you know what's amazing? When you walk with purpose, you naturally end up walking a little longer, a little farther. Without even realizing it, you build endurance and strength. Plus, when you tie walking to positive experiences, friendly faces, beautiful sights, good smells from the bakery around the corner, it releases feel-good chemicals in your brain that keep your spirits high. I have a friend named Joyce who swears by her daily adventure walks. She's 76 and treats every walk like a mini exploration. Some days she looks for the prettiest garden on her street. Other days she picks a different coffee shop to visit, even if it's a few blocks farther. She told me it's the highlight of her day, and you can see it in her. She's energetic, smiling, and always has a new story to tell. Walking with purpose taps into something much deeper than just physical health. It connects you to your community, to the outdoors, and even to yourself. And connection, as you probably know, is one of the most powerful ingredients for a long, happy life. Now, another secret that people who live longer seem to share is walking at the right pace for their body. It's easy to think that faster is better, but that's not necessarily true. Sure, a brisk walk can be great, especially if your doctor says it's safe for you. But even a gentle, steady pace holds incredible benefits. The key is to walk at a pace that makes you feel slightly challenged but still comfortable. You should be able to hold a conversation without gasping for air. Some call it the talk test. If you're completely out of breath, you're pushing too hard. If you're barely moving your legs and feel no effort at all, you might want to add a little more pep to your step. Walking at your perfect pace encourages your heart to work a bit harder, your muscles to stay engaged, and your lungs to stay strong, all without overwhelming your body. It's sustainable, and sustainability is what leads to lasting change, not a burst of effort that burns you out. There's an old saying, it's not about how fast you go, it's about never stopping. And when it comes to walking after 70, that couldn't be more true. You're aiming to create a rhythm, a daily habit that becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. And here's a little secret not everyone talks about. The best pace is the one that makes you smile. If you feel good while you're moving, you're much more likely to stick with it. So, forget the numbers on a pedometer or the stopwatch on your wrist. Tune into your body. Listen to the music of your own footsteps. Let the sun warm your face, the breeze brush your skin, the sounds of birds and laughter fill your ears. Walking should be a celebration, not a punishment. Every step you take is a way of saying, I'm still here, I'm still strong, I'm still moving forward. I remember one gentleman named Harold who lived down the street from me. He was 81 years old and loved to tell anyone who would listen about his daily walks. His secret? He walked to the rhythm of his favorite oldies music playing in his head. He said it kept his spirits up and made him feel like he was dancing down the sidewalk. Watching him, you couldn't help but smile. There was a lightness to him that was contagious. That's the energy walking can bring into your life at any age. It's not about speed or distance. It's about joy. And joy, my friend, is the real fountain of youth. Now, as we continue uncovering these powerful secrets that help people over 70 live longer and feel better, there's one more crucial piece we need to talk about. It's something that can make all the difference between a short walk that feels like a burden and a daily walk that becomes the best part of your day. And that difference comes down to companionship. That's right, who you walk with can be just as important as how much or how fast you walk. Walking alone can be peaceful and restorative, but walking with someone, a partner, a friend, a neighbor, even a pet, brings a whole new layer of benefit that goes far beyond the physical. You see, connection is one of the greatest predictors of long life. It keeps your mind active, your heart full, and your spirit lifted. And when you combine movement with meaningful connection, something special happens. You move with purpose, yes, but you also laugh, talk, reminisce, or even just share quiet moments. It's those shared experiences that give your day rhythm and richness. There's a woman named Maria I used to see at the park every morning around 8 a.m. She walked with her childhood best friend, both in their late 70s, both wearing sun hats and carrying thermoses of tea. They'd start each walk with a quick stretch, then set off chatting about everything from recipes to grandchildren to what birds they'd spotted that week. You could tell they weren't just getting exercise, they were building memories one step at a time. And here's the thing, when you walk with someone else, it becomes easier to stay consistent. You're not just accountable to yourself, you're part of something shared. You show up, even on the days when your energy is low or the weather's not perfect, because someone else is showing up for you. That small act of showing up, again and again, is what builds longevity. Not just in your body, but in your relationships. Even if you don't have a walking buddy right now, there are ways to bring companionship into your routine. You could call a friend while walking, join a local walking group or senior center activity. Or if you have a dog, well, that furry friend might just be the best walking partner of all. They never cancel plans, they always greet you with excitement, and they'll remind you to get up and go, even on days when you might not feel like it. Walking with companionship also lifts your mood, reduces feelings of loneliness, and lowers your stress hormones. When you walk while engaged in good conversation, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It reduces inflammation, helps your heart, and even supports brain health. That's right, walking with someone you care about doesn't just feel good. It is good deep down at the cellular level. And speaking of stress, that leads us right into our final longevity secret, walking as a daily ritual for emotional balance. Life after 70 can bring incredible freedom and joy, but it can also bring changes that challenge us. Retirement, health issues, losing friends or loved ones. It's a stage of life that asks a lot of our emotional strength. That's why walking can be such a powerful tool. It gives you space to breathe, to process, to reflect. It's gentle, it's rhythmic, and it activates parts of the brain that help regulate emotion. In fact, some doctors now recommend daily walking as a natural form of therapy for managing anxiety and depression in older adults. I remember one gentleman who said his daily walk was his reset button. After losing his wife, he found himself overwhelmed with grief, unsure how to cope. He started walking just to get out of the house, but soon those walks became his healing time. He'd talk to her out loud while walking through their old neighborhood. He'd think about the good times. He'd cry sometimes and laugh other times. And slowly, step by step, he felt himself coming back to life, that there's something sacred about a walk. It's a moment away from screens, noise, and distractions. A chance to reconnect with yourself, with nature, with your thoughts. And that stillness, that quiet power, can bring you back to center, especially on the tough days. So if you ever feel stuck, low, or simply out of sorts, try taking a walk. No goal, no pressure. Just open the door, breathe in the air, and let your feet lead the way. You might be surprised at how different you feel by the time you get back. All these secrets we've talked about, walking regularly but not excessively, walking mindfully, walking with purpose, companionship, and emotional balance, aren't just habits. They're small, consistent acts of self-care. And when you put them together, they create a ripple effect that touches every part of your health. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, your mood, and even your relationships. You don't need to do everything perfectly. The goal isn't to become a fitness expert or track every step. It's to create a life where movement is a natural part of your day, where walking becomes a way of celebrating your strength and claiming your health. At any age, as we wrap up this conversation, I want to leave you with this. The path to longevity isn't paved with intense workouts or strict diets. It's found in the quiet, steady rhythm of your footsteps, in the way you choose to move, to connect, to care for your body and your spirit every single day. And if you've ever wondered whether it's too late to start, let me tell you, it's never too late. You can begin right now. Put on your shoes, step outside, and take that first walk. It doesn't have to be far. It just has to begin. And when you're ready, come back here and let me know how it felt. I'd love to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below, how you walk, who you walk with, what walking has done for your health or happiness. Your story could inspire someone else to take that first step. If this video gave you even a little boost of motivation, please hit the like button so more people can find it. And if you'd like more helpful, uplifting tips just like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more to share with you. Here's to strong legs, open hearts, and long, joyful walks. Here's to living your best life at any age.